guys, good evening. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi to all. In my today's video, I'll be discussing about a few stocks, of course, along with Nifty and Banknifty index as well. But today there's not much to discuss, especially in terms of individual stocks as well, because market was completely dead and it was completely flat because from last few weeks it has continuously been going up, and especially a week before there was a strong bullish candle like you guys can see. So this week market was completely flat. Basically that happens to settle down a little bit, though the trend is still strongly on the upside, but there could be a possibility of minor pullbacks that you can keep checking on the daily time frame if the pullbacks are happening or not. But this week, not much movement happened in most of the stocks. If you will see, it was just in a range. If you will see Nifty or even Bank Nifty also, it is just the last 4 days since market is closed today. It has been completely sideways, not much movement. So this week, first I'll be discussing about few stocks which you guys want my analysis on, starting with Asian Paints. So Asian Paints, if you notice, it did a very strong move on the upside with a very strong bullish body dominant candle here last week, and then like I said, this week's candle was completely dead, which is not having much of consideration. But yeah, could be a sign of little bit of pullback here. So if you notice the Asian Paints candle last week, there was a strong bullish candle, but then a slight pullback, and somewhere around here again you can be on the buying side. It is at its all-time high prices, which most of the stocks are. But again, be careful on your entries. Obviously, when you will take entries at right prices, you will have lesser risk and more reward, like I keep on saying. So Asian Paints is strongly bullish. If you haven't taken a trade yet, you can definitely try buying around this range of 32.40, 32.30, somewhere around that, because that would be a good pullback range with a candlestick confirmation to take a buy for the next rally. So it might take some time, since last week not much movement happened. Maybe this week, depending on when the market opens, how it's responding. On that basis, you would be able to figure out if you're getting the entry next week itself or not. Keep checking the daily time frames. Like I said, open the daily time frame. You will see some pullback happening, and then you can take the trade. So next one is Amara Batteries. This stock, one of our students have asked on the comment box that you have already taken a trade because it was at a 50% support. That is correct. If I draw a Fibo from low to high, yes, it is exactly at 50%. It has engulfed it also. We also call it as a morning star pattern. But the only problem with this particular trade is that it is near the resistance. It is playing below 200 moving average. So if you have taken a buy, you can first only target till around 750 to 760. That is the range of target, which is very, very less because your risk to reward is not there. Because of not only 38.2 Fibo level, mainly 200 moving average is there coinciding along with it. So if it goes still here also, it would be more of consolidation is what you will experience. Once you will see a breakout above this, that is when you will see a good momentum happening. So if you're holding the trade, you need to be very patient because this might take a long period of time to do the movement. First, it needs to break this level. That is where you can expect a good upside move. But till then, you might have to, it is bullish, no doubt about it, but it needs to break this level because it might start a good consolidation range here and then consolidate for a long period of time. So basically you might get stuck. So if you again see around 750 level, that market is giving a sell confirmation, which means it is planning to be in the range of 38.2 to 50%. So better would be then you can wait for the breakout and re-enter, or you hold on, then be prepared that it will take a long period of time until unless some fundamental new support and you see a breakout instantly happening. So it's a good trade setup. It's just the resistance is nearby. That's why I would not have preferred taking the trade to, just to target up till 750 level. So that's about Amar Raja batteries. Next one, what I discussed last week was, not last week, in my last video, which was few weeks back, mainly on the real estate sector, which did really well. So if I open the reality index, so this was the reason why I was bullish on this particular index. Somewhere around here, I was there when I was like that. This is around the range where you can expect market to be strongly bullish, and that exactly happened. That it strongly went up. But this week there's a clear rejection, which shows that there's a possibility of pullback. So those who had taken the trade, definitely make sure to cut your trade or come out of the positions. I'm not saying that the trend would change, that there's a possibility of having a major pullback, or depending on what is the next support level. Like for example, considering Sobha, one of you did mention on the comments, if you would have taken a trade, you would have seen a very good bullish upside move after this candle. But here, instead of waiting and holding on to it, if this low breaks, especially on the daily time frame, if this low breaks, that is when you can come out of the trade. Till then, you can hold on, because this could be a minor pullback as well. So what I'm trying to say is that real estate is looking to do some pullbacks. How much, that would depend on your Fibonacci levels or on your individual stock support levels and all. But a good move happened after a pullback. If you would have watched the video and would have taken a trade in any of the real estate stocks, I did discuss three of them at least, and you would have made good money within a week's time itself, because it's just shot up. And now again, do not be in a hurry to enter. Wait for proper pullback, and that's when you can re-enter again, because this week is looking more of a pullback week for this sector again. Now, the other two stocks which I want to discuss first is Dr. Reddy. Dr. Reddy, this trade, ideally, I did discuss when there was a pin bar as well with our students in the WhatsApp group and all. We did discuss on this trade setup. So after that, we did see a good bullish move on the upside. And actually, why I'm discussing this now again, because there's still a lot of move is left. At least this is my target, because the fall has happened impulsively. So we would expect a upside move at least till this level. So this is a target. So those who haven't taken the trade yet still can look for entries after the pullbacks in the smaller time frame and go for buy and target up to this level. Once you take a buy, make sure you're holding on till this area. If you get a pullback entry, nothing like it, but not much pullback is expected in this one, because it's expected to do some impulse moves. So you can go to smaller time frame, wherever you are getting good entries, you can take that trade. So this is one stock which I would personally give from my side. And though the market overall is bullish, and this week was more of settling down and more of not much movement. Like I said, it's a dead week. So next week, depending on how Monday starts with, accordingly, you will get to know the momentum of the entire week, and you can accordingly take the trade. Still bullish, but wait, there's a possibility of pullback this week again, because talking about that, if you see Reliance also, the way the candle has closed for this week, it has clearly indicating that it can do pullback till the previous high which it broke. It is strongly bullish, but for entry, I would suggest you to wait for pullback up till around this level. That would be the first pullback level. Once the pullback happens and you get a buying confirmation, that is where you can be on the buying side, because it tested its all-time high, and then it got rejected. Let me just check the past. Yeah, looks like all-time high only. Then a little bit of pullback is expected, and that is where you can again be on the buying side, because a long-term consolidation is broken. If this market does a further pullback, then next set of pullback, what you can expect is somewhere around this level. So either this level of pullback, if it further does a pullback, then somewhere around till this area. that is where you can be on the buying side. So these two stocks I'll give for buy, but not at the current price. Reddy, yes, you can see on Monday itself, you might get the entry. But Reliance, wait for a little bit of more pullback, especially keep tracking your daily time frame and then enter for buy somewhere around this level. See how Monday reacts, and accordingly you can take a call. So these two trades I would suggest from my end. So yeah, that's it for this week. Other stocks are also strongly bullish, but make sure everyone is at its very high price. Wait for some proper pullbacks, and that is when you can enter. So yeah, that's it from my side. Have a great weekend and see you again next week. Bye bye. Take care.